Akufo-Addo packaged himself as human rights lawyer, champion of rule of law, democracy. We bought into that. Vice President Bawumia packaged himself as what? Economic guru, who has solutions to all our economic problems. We bought into that. Of course, like you said, that time NDC was more or less in a second term because President Mahama took over from Mills. So Ghanaians were saying, okay, yes, let's try, and as you said, but President Akufo-Addo himself was saying, try me, try me. He was begging. He was too emotional. He blackmailed Ghanaians.
You think it was a blackmail?
It was a blackmail. We are not seeing whatever they promised. And then they voted. After what happened on the election day, the rigging, which now is even coming from their own people. Doyen made it clear what he did in Volta region to help them, and they knew about it. They never arrested him, but because he's now with Alhaj, they are going after him. So these are things that were not even in the open. So what I'm saying, it was a scam, something they packaged and sold to Ghanaians, and we voted for them. They didn't make any attempt to implement even their policies. I remember after 6 months into the administration, this issue, one village, one dam, came up, and the excuse was that the rains were washing some dams away. What kind of dams are you building and rains were washing them away? In the first place, it's not every land. The topography of every land is not suitable for dams. There wasn't any feasibility studies, but they were going around singing one dam, one village.
Even which sold, though? Which
sold. And then now they were not able to implement it. But in 2020, COVID saved them. The COVID money they received from the World Bank, the international community, to mitigate the effects of COVID on the Ghanaian citizens, they directly use it for their political campaign.
Well, from what they're saying, there's not been any proper proof. Of course, when the report was sent to the president to probe into it, he is still probing into it, and so we don't have...
He is still probing into it.
So okay. As of now, there hasn't been any final say on that.
We are not going to have a final say because this is a president who has turned himself into a clearing officer. All the scandals that have engulfed his government, even before they set up the committee to investigate, he will come out to make certain pronouncements to clear. Cecilia Dapa case was just an example. When that money was found in a bail room, the president, before even accepting her resignation, made it clear that, oh, at the end of the day, she will be exonerated. And it has happened. So, after President Akufo-Addo...
He didn't say she'll be exonerated. He knows that at the end of the day, you know, we will get to a conclusion where she'll be innocent, found innocent.
Yeah, so that's preempting the outcome of the investigation.
And, you know, being exonerated, it's more or less, you are guilty, but we'll take you out of the case.
Okay, we'll be innocent. Fine, if you want to put it that way. But such pronouncements should not be coming from somebody who is looking for the truth of the matter. Because if you do that, and you are going to appoint this committee, you have influence over them. That means you are directing them to the likely outcome of their investigation. Set a committee, wash your hands, and allow them to do their work. So 2020, we all still remember what happened. The political militia going around intimidating people, pardon of votes. Well, the election wasn't free and fair. In Accra, people lost their lives. Some places up north, they fire gunshots. Sabuga, totally like this, we want that seat. A lot of them. But at the end of the day, Ghanaians being what we are, we said, look, let's allow it. Maybe we'll learn our lesson to prevent that from happening. So they have failed, and no wonder this time around, Bawumia has run out of the false promises. And that's why this time he's even making unintelligent promises. If you go and meet the clergy, the pastors, and the Christian religion, And you start telling them, when you come, you are going to pay pastors. Where on this earth are they paying pastors? I mean, he has taken Ghanaians for granted.
He has actually come out to say that that particular statement was a joke.
But that is even more serious. Running a country is a serious business. And now that he is self-confessed joker. He said it, though. I didn't say it. Because honestly, when I read it, I was wondering, I thought it's our usual politics. Someone was just trying to attribute that statement to him. I said, how can we pay pastors? We pay pastors, we pay malems as well, pay our traditional priests as well, when we can't even pay our public sector workers. So when the pressure mounted on him, if you are in a hole, you have to stop digging. So that statement that he was joking, that they just said, look, this man is finished. If Ghanaians, we really want to move our country forward, let's not elect a joker. And thank God, he himself admitted that he's a joker. Can we give
he said
this
that
country...
statement was a joke.
No, but it doesn't mean he's a joker because...
so we can make jokes?
No, not on a serious matter like this. Not on a serious matter like this. It's a serious matter. You are trying to lead the country, about 30 million people. And all what you can tell to them is to go around cracking jokes.
So I've had conversations with people.
Yes.
There's been diverse opinions on John Dramani Mahama becoming president. For some, they say, yes, he's a good one to become president.
Yeah.
For others, they are saying that looking at where Ghana is currently, we need somebody who is, into the financial sector, like, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to take over so that we can have, our city being stabilized again.
Okay.
Now, my question is not to do with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but rather, John Dramani Mahama. How is he going to fix the economy since we are already in a junk state?
Look, governance is a teamwork. So sometimes when I listen to Bawumia speaking, I see if when he comes, he's going to be in charge of all the ministries. We have the men and women in NDC that will help President Mahama to build the Ghana we all want. He has done it before, when he was the vice and when he became the president after unfortunate and untimely demise of Professor Mills. So Bawumia has proven that it's not an economist that has the panacea to the problem facing our country. He pocketed himself as economic wizard. Today, where is the city? The relationship between the city and the foreign currencies. The cities that he claimed he arrested. Who granted bail to that city? Look at the depreciation. And shamefully selling us that, look, we should elect him, he will come out with a policy to stabilize the city. What is stopping him from stabilizing the city now?
Well, he says he's...
So it's not about...
He says he's not in charge fully.
Look. That is another blunder. Whosoever advised him to say that has finished him. The drug driver made analogy was non-starter. Look, we have never, I have put it this way, we have never elected an orphan president since at least the advent of the Fourth Republic. Even President Rawlings in '92 relied on the achievement of PNDC. In '96, he still relied on the achievement of the first NDC government. Akufo relied on the achievement of Buzia short term. And then 2008, Professor Mills relied. So for Dr. Bawumia to come out openly to distance himself from a government that he is second in command, Ghanaians are not gullible. We are not going to buy into that kind of politics. He can't cherry pick. Look, he's gaslighting Ghanaians.